Thank you. So our next speaker is Mr. PeterPeng. He is the founder, chairman, and general manager of HISEMI Electronics Technology Corporation Limited. He has 25 years of experience in semiconductor packaging and testing industry. He led his team to successfully accomplish the R&D flat SiP packaging design and application project of his home province of Anhui province. And before that, he was an engineer in Sanyo Electric, focusing on power management and motor drive chip research and development. He completed the construction and production of the first medium and high-end SiP system level packaging and testing product line, which makes this company a new benchmark in semiconductor packaging and industry and testing industry in his province. And he served as the VP of Anhui Semiconductor Industry Association and president of Chizhou Semiconductor Industry Association. Here, let me play one video which introduces his company. Therefore, the audiences will know more background of what his company does.
The past few decades have undergone amazing advances of science and technology, and the full-fledged development of industries is drawing a blueprint for the future of mankind. At the heart of information technology, the semiconductor has a well-rounded impact on the entire industrial system. After its rapid growth during the 13th five-year plan, China's integrated circuit industry is now embracing another spring of the 14th five-year plan, along with the nation's new infrastructure projects, which represents a new round of development cycle. Chizhou HISEMI Electronic Technology Company Limited is a one-stop service provider focusing on the integrated circuit industry chain and semiconductor post-process packaging and testing. In the three major processes of IC design, wafer manufacturing, and packaging and testing, the last one is the key step to ensure the quality of semiconductor products. The company is market-oriented, providing customers with reliable services such as wafer testing, thinning and dicing, IC packaging, die bonding, wire bonding, molding, solder plating, marking, forming, product testing, tape packaging, valet delivery, warehousing, transit, and repacking. Committed to international standards, HISEMI has built an industrial distribution pattern of 1 center, 5 highlands, with the packaging and testing center in Chizhou, 5 respective branches in Shenzhen, Wuxi, and Hefei, and also logistics warehouses and sales offices in Hong Kong and Taiwan. HISEMI keeps improving quality and inspiring innovation. Since its establishment, the company has been truly customer-centered by continuously optimizing its product quality, costs, delivery, and services. Specifically, we strictly inspect our production process, effectively reduce costs, shorten delivery time, and provide customer-friendly services. The company runs advanced automation equipment, Tokyo Semitsu grinder, Disco fully automatic dicing, laser graving machine, full auto die bounding machine, full auto wire bounding machine, as well as world-class clean rooms. In addition, the company operates with several information-based management systems, such as ERP, EAP, OA, MES, etc. We put logistics, capital flow, information flow, and workflow in one organic piece to build globally recognized smart factories. And we implement strategic human resource development and management in terms of better nurturing and using talents, trying to reach a win-win situation for both sides. As a result, the company sees the booming of a young, energetic, and adventurous R&D team. The company has developed substrate-level packaging, SIP packaging, and 3D stacking packaging, and mass-produced mid to high-end packaging products such as LGA, QFN, DFN, and LQFP, and also has built a packaging and testing industry chain with HISEMI characteristics, which has enhanced the company's domestic and global competitiveness. The company complies with the requirements of IATF 16949 Automotive Industry Certification System, ISO 9001 Quality Management System, and ISO 14001 Environmental Certification System. With the corporate mission of make HISEMI chips for the dream of a strong nation, we implement source management and practice sustainable development. We also value any idea of innovation on our products, services, and culture. So far, we won many awards and honors, such as Worker Pioneer Award and the Little Giant Award by the Ministry of Industry and Information Technology. We are also certified as Provincial Industrial Design Center, Provincial Engineering Research Center, and Anhui Postdoctoral Research Station. HISEMI always takes pride in its ambition and accomplishments. People here are diligent and smart, and they share the same values and pursue excellence every single day. With a deep love of their home and country, they work hard for the development of the enterprise and the vitalization of China's semiconductor industry. As the Chinese saying goes, the road seems long and steep ahead of us, so we'd better start moving. The future will be promising if we keep moving. HISEMI is already on the road to becoming an excellent enterprise in integrated circuit packaging and testing, both home and abroad.
Thank you. So let's, without further ado, let's welcome Mr.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, we're able to see your slide.
Yeah, can you see it?
Yeah, we can see it now.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, CASPA. Thank you, Ian. Everybody. My name is PeterPeng. It's a very pleasure to share the HISEMI to everyone. Today my topics is explore the future trend of IC testing and assembly technology development. I will share my topics from the two parts. Part one is analysis of IC circuit industry. Part two is industrial HISEMI. Okay. As you know, global IC market is grow up very fast. According to the perspective of market scale, the global IC industry showed a rapid growth trend from 2011 to 2021. The average annual compounded growth rate of industry income was 6.87%. In 2019, the total revenue of the global IC industry was $333 billion, a decrease of 15.24% over 2018, which mainly affected by international trade frequency. In 2020, with the continuous development of demand and technology in 5G communication network, AI, automotive, electronics, intelligence, mobile terminals, the IoT, and other industry fields, the scale the global IC market resumed growth with an increase of 8.36% over 2019, reaching $361 billion. Although the adverse impact of COVID-19 on the global economy, according to the WSTS forecast, the total global IC revenue reached $460 billion in 2021, with a year-on-year growth of the 27.58%. The below figures show the scale of global IC market, the trend. Second, the IC market conditions of China. Compared with the global market, the China IC industry started later. Its development speed is significantly faster than the global level. According to the statistics of CSIA, the sales of China's IC industry in 2020 was 884 billion yuan, a year-on-year increase of 17%. In 2021, the sales exceeds the 1 trillion yuan for the first time, reaching 1,045 billion yuan, increase of 18.2%. From 2013 to 2021, the sales of Chinese IC industry grew rapidly, with the average annual compound growth rate of 19.54%, keeping the global leading growth trend. It's pretty good.
Well, it seems we cannot hear you, Mr. Peng.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah, sorry, the network maybe signal is not so good. So it's okay?
Yeah, good.
Okay, thank you. So it's estimated that sales of IC industry will reach the 1,162 billion yuan in 2022. These below figures will show the 2013 to 2021 in China's market, semiconductor market, the growth trends. Number 3, composition of China's IC sales according to the division of labor in the industry chain. In 2021, the sales of China's IC industry, the sales of design link was 451 billion yuan, a year-on-year increase of 19.6%, accounting for the 43 to 1%. The sales in the manufacturing sector was 317.63 billion yuan, a year-on-year increase of 24.1%, accounting for 30.37%. Sales of the packaging and testing segment was 276.3 billion yuan, a year-on-year increase of 10.1%, accounting for 26.42%. The proportion of design, manufacturing, and packaging and testing is about 4:3:3. The rapid development of chip design industry can also promote excellent development of packaging and testing industry. Below the figures and photos show the composition of IC sales in China in 2021. Number 4, analysis of Chinese IC import and export. From the perspective of import and export sales, China is the world's largest consumer market of IC end products. Although China's chip output has maintained a rapid growth, China's IC market still shows a situation that demand exceeds supply. With a large gap between supply and demand, the domestic IC output is far less than domestic market demand. A large part still needs to import it, especially high-end chips. Therefore, there is still much space for import substitutions. Below is the Chinese IC import and export and growth in 2013 to 2021, the trend. The number 5, the rise of third-party testing service model. With the development of the IC industry, a new model of independent third-party tester service has been born in the business model of integration of packaging and testing, which
hello, Mr. Peng, we cannot hear you again.
Sorry. Yeah, can you?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah, maybe it's some sentence, sorry. Okay. Compared with the integrated package tester model, the independent third-party tester service model has been the advantage. Firstly, independent third-party tester service providers have more obvious advantage in technical professionalism and efficiency. Independent third-party tester service providers focus on all their manpower, material resources, and found the test business, while the core business or integrated sale and test manufacturers is packaging. And the test business is only a minor business, accounting for a small proportion. Therefore, independent third-party tester services provides a more prominent advantage in terms of professionalism of tester technology. The diversity of progressiveness of test equipment, the efficiency and the quality of test service, etc. Secondly, the test results of independent third-party test manufacturers are neutral and objective and more reliable. The essence of the IC testing is to supervising and inspect the work of design with manufacturing and chip packaging. Packaging and testing enterprises provide a packaging and testing services at the same time, and the amount of packaging business accounts for a large proportion. Therefore, there are limitations in the neutrality and objectivity of test result independent. The third-party test manufacturer and independent of the above links and can issue objective and fair test results from the neutral position and easier to gain the true trust of the chip design companies. The 6th, market analysis of the IC test industry. It's pretty indicated that the test service market in Chinese mainland will be about 30 billion yuan in 2021, and the global market will be 89.2 billion yuan in 2025. It's expected that global testing service market will reach 109.4 billion yuan, of which the Chinese testing service market will be reached 55 billion yuan, accounting for the 50.3%. There is a huge growth of space, more than 25 billion yuan in 5 years. Below shows the IC testing service market. Okay, the growth trend. According to the statistics, the cost of design IC testing accounts for about 6 to 8% of the design revenue, combined with the revenue data from our CSIA on China's chip design business. The scale of Chinese IC testing market in 2019 was 21.4 billion yuan, an increase of 22% year-on-year. In 2020, the scale of China's IC testing market was 26.4 billion yuan, a year-on-year increase of 23%. In 2021, the scale of China's IC testing market was 31.6 billion yuan, a year-on-year increase of 19%. According to the above measured, the scale of growth of rate of China's ICT testing market from 2011 to 2021 are as follows. We can see the figures from IC testing service market in China. The trend is grow up very fast. The part 2, number 1, HISEMI company profile. As you know, just before video presentation, we show HISEMI was founded 2014 October, established in China, Anhui province, Chizhou city. We are major focus wafer testing, packaging, and final test. We are one of the largest packaging and testing house in Anhui. It's the first, also the second tier in China. Our company, the employees, more than 1,300 pupils employee. Our headquarters is located in Chizhou. This city is close to Huangshan Yellow Mountain. It's around the Yangtze River. And we also have the sub-company in Shenzhen, Wuxi, and Hefei City. Our registered capital is the 63 million yuan. Number 2, company development. We are founded company founded in 2007 in Shenzhen. At that time I set up HISEMI. 15 years passed. HISEMI from a small factory beginning of the test business to now the factory and the testing business combined the integrated company, where main business is service IC design house, fabless, foundry, and the packaging house to the turnkey service. Recently, HISEMI is well prepared to IPO in China stock market. Number 3, HISEMI's location. As you know, the headquarters in Chizhou is a small city like the Taiwan Hsinchu, and is just a small Silicon Valley. And also we have the territory there, Shenzhen, Wuxi, Hefei. Also we have logistics in Hong Kong for the overseas custom, and also have a sales office in Taiwan, Hsinchu city. Number 4. From this page, we can see our packaging services mainly including SOP, QFN, DFN, SOT, TO, LQP, LGA, other series, with a total more than 100 varieties. Since established, the company has always focused on the field of IC packaging and testing. We are interested to taking the technology innovation as a key, and has a master key technologies such as multi-chip packaging and 3D stack co-packaging, maintain the flattening finish, packaging, high-density micro-spacing, IC packaging, and has a strong competitive strength in the field of IC packaging and testing. We are formed a number of independent key technology in the testing field. The wafer size, we cover the 12-inch, 8-inch, 6-inch, 5-inch, 6-inch, 4 inches, and other size, including the 22 nanometer, 28 nanometer, and above wafer process. We testing devices field including MCU, ADC, FPGA, GPU chips, video chips, IF chips, SoC, and digital signal process chip, 3D tab, brand, machine, etc. HISEMI many businesses focus wafer testing, packaging, and final test through all of the semiconductor processes from the IC design fabs. Yeah, fab. Number 5, we can see wafer testing services. Our company wafer testing is a huge capacity. Just before the speech say advanced test we have, we 93K. Also we have some Tokyo Smith the 12-inch probe from the tester and the probe ATE and the probe combined with supply the independent testing service. We have a huge capacity. Number 6, we can see we now provide a final test. The final test is a verification and 100% guarantee the last station to the end user. So the final test is very important. Just before Dr. Hu says SLT and FT, all the equipment we have set up in Chizhou and Shenzhen, Hefei, and the Wuxi factory, close to customer, provided the customer the one-stop service. Number 7, from this page we can see the test technology roadmap. Yeah, from the low-income devices, from the SoC, S50, S100 test model as Taiwan background AT supplier, and Chroma is also Taiwan. We also have LTX credence D10 and the Teradite J750 and advanced V93K. This ATE can provide all of the customer diversity demand. Number 8, from this page we can see package roadmap from the low income SOP series to high income QFN, QFP, and the LGA, BGA series product. We can total solution from the wafer testing, packaging, and the final test. This is lots of the kinds of the package type is provide a customer the good service. And number 9, we can see process of capability. All of the process is in-house from background, wafer saw, die bond, wire bond, mold, plating, marking, and trim form, package saw, final test, repacking. We can support all of the customers the total solution from the 12 inch to 4 inches. We have also provided laser grooving for the local wafer process. Okay, the summary. Okay, thank you, everyone. So HISEMI is a very growing faster the new company to everyone, but we are always look the top of the world. HISEMI will link the top of test factory, and HISEMI is the second tier the packaging and testing service, testing package in China. We are looking at the overall globalization. We want to looking forward to cooperation with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter.
Yeah.